Guys, I'll show you how to become a front-end developer in 2024, because becoming a front-end developer actually requires it involves acquiring a specific set of skills and knowledge. So it's going to become very hard, and I'll definitely teach you guys how to do it in a more easy and sustainable and manageable way. So first off, guys, you go into 2024, you want to become a front-end developer because you think you are something, right? You wanna become something. You don't want to be a loser anymore. You actually want to be productive and useful. So the first thing that you have to do to become a front-end developer in 2024 is understanding the basics. HTML, guys. You have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You have to do a bunch of programming with these three concepts, or these three languages, guys. You have to do so much coding that you just eventually get it, right? You have to push yourself into an environment where you just eventually get it, and you've encountered a bunch of problems, and now you know the solutions to most of the problems that you encountered. That is what you have to do with most of coding. You cannot just watch YouTube tutorials. You actually have to go into like dive into projects and work on it yourself. So guys, let's understand the basics. HTML. You have to learn hypertext, which stands for hypertext markup language. And it is basically the foundation of web content and structure. So anything that you see on the web, every text, every button, every box, anything that you see, that is HTML. The whole structure, the layout, and the web content. And for CSS, which stands for cascading style sheets, you also have to understand that, guys. That is what makes or breaks your website, guys. Literally. CSS and HTML alone, you can basically sell a website. So CSS, what it does is basically it is crucial for styling and designing websites. And that is basically what CSS does. It doesn't really have any functionality like that, but it can definitely, it does have some few, like you can basically hide content or show content. So it does provide something like in a drop down menu. And then you also have JavaScript, guys. This is where you basically become 80%. No, that's where you basically have completed 70 to 75% of your web development journey, and JavaScript will definitely help you out. So if you actually gain some level of, if you gain some proficiency in JavaScript, then you will be able to create interactive and dynamic websites. And trust me, if you learn other frameworks as well, that will be the end of your competition. But guys, here is the thing. We have to understand that these are just the basics. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Advanced skills. This is where you actually become dip your toes in the water to become proficient at what we're talking about. Frameworks. You have to learn front-end frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue.js for efficient development, for efficient web development. Why do we have to learn these frameworks? These are basically the suits. So understand that HTML, if you think of a person, think of HTML as a skeleton, think of CSS as a flesh, and think of JavaScript as the functionality of a human body. So you can basically run, sit, stay idle, do whatever. Frameworks. That is basically your job. So what do you actually do with what you can? So you can basically run. Well, are you a professional runner? Are you a sport? Are you really an athlete? I guess that is one way to explain it. That was basically very badly explained. But guys, you also have to learn these frameworks. I will definitely suggest Vue.js or React, because these are the most beginner-friendly ones, and you will definitely get into the groove after developing a few small projects. And responsive design, guys, you also have to learn how to create design, because I've actually witnessed that most of these MacBooks, normally you will have this 16:9 resolution on most laptops and screens and stuff like that, and on most monitors, even your TV. But they are starting to switch to MacBooks are definitely starting to switch to more of a 16:10 resolution, and that's just because Apple want to be different and they're so stupid. But it's alright. But you guys have to learn responsive design and version control, guys. Familiarize yourself with tools like Git for tracking changes and collaborating. Tools and editors. yeah, we will get back to some of these things. Code editors, you have to get comfortable with code editors like Visual Studio Code or Sublime Text, browser developer tools, learn to use Chrome dev tools or Firefox developer tools for debugging. Build tools, understand the use of build tools like Webpack or Gulp for optimizing development. And guys, best practices, you also have to understand there's a bunch of stuff, guys. Front-end web development is actually a whole universe almost. So SEO fundamentals, you also have to learn that. You have to learn basic search engine optimization techniques for better web visibility, performance optimization, understanding how to optimize website speed and performance, accessibility, ensure that your websites are accessible to all users, including those with disabilities, and guys, real world experience. You have to build real world projects to apply your skills and create a portfolio, because trust me, buddy, if you just learn all these things and you don't even create anything, then it's just stuck in your mind. And if you're not executing anything, trust me, you are just wasting your time. What worth does knowledge even have if you don't like put it out there? You can also do open source contribution. I'm not a big fan of that. I want to earn money on what I'm actually putting my work into. But you can also do open source contribution because you can actually showcase this to your at any job interviews, so they actually know that, oh, we don't have to spend money on courses for this person, which can kind of save them money in the long run. And you also, guys, just follow trends. There's always a new framework, there's always a new programming language. But if you just understand the basics of JavaScript, then you can basically transfer that knowledge anywhere else. And that is basically it. Join communities and online courses. Online courses is better to just build projects. Say I want to build a time tracker. Let's get right into this project. How are we going to make this time tracker? And last but not least, create your GitHub profile, your portfolio website, and a LinkedIn profile. And that should be it. And trust me, you will definitely have a job soon enough, and you'll become a more proficient web developer. How to become a web developer how to become a front-end developer in 2024. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. See you in the next one.